What's up, everyone? Welcome to episode 214 of the Innocent Podcast. Another Wednesday, another episode for you guys. Welcome to the show. I am your host, Charlie, with my best girlfriend, Melanie.
Hi
How are
everyone. Change of
how,
scenery, eh?
right? Right?
Yeah. I'm in
Um,
a I'm in a hidden location.
a secret private location. How was really quick? Before we kick off the show, a happy Father's Day. It was Father's Day on Sunday, so happy Father's Day to all the dads out there, all the papas, the papis, the daddies, the dadas,
Baby
um,
daddies.
baby daddies, you guys, the people involved in the kids' life and present, no matter what or whatever circumstances. Shout out to you guys. You guys are the best. So shout out, happy Father's Day. How was your weekend?
My weekend was good. It was productive. I did a lot of cleaning around the house. Binged a lot of new shows and shows that I've been wanting to watch for a minute. And you know, I wanted to go out yesterday, but my plans got twisted. So instead, I just kept it cute, casual at home.
Right? Sometimes that's the best. That was me the weekend before. Last week we got to go see a live intimate conversation with Anderson Cooper and Andy Cohen in
Mhm.
Tribeca, part of the Tribeca Film Festival. Stuff that they had going on. How did you enjoy that?
It was great. I loved it. Anytime Anderson and Andy get together, I'm always like the first one to be there. And we got a lot of tea that night
Yeah.
from certain shows, housewife shows. But I feel also another reason why I wanted to stay home this weekend was because this week we have a lot of things that we are doing, like
A
a lot of
lot going
events.
a lot going on, a lot to talk about. But like we said, we spoke about this, and it's stuff that we've been wanting, so we have to keep each other motivated because it could get tiring. Like,
Yeah.
people, yeah, like things like this, it could seem all fun and games to some people, but like when you're living it, it could get tiring, especially when you have like
Hmm.
your life as well to take care of. But we don't want to take much time because we have a special guest today. It's been a while since he's been on. It's been a while since we've all been on together. I'm so excited to have him on talking his new single, Out Now Functions. Welcome to the show, friend of the show, artist, singer, Jordan Kalé. What's up?
What's up, y'all?
Hi, honey.
Hey,
Long time no see.
guys.
No, it's been a while since you two been on. I wanted to make sure. I told Melanie, I'm like, Melanie, make sure you're on today. Like last time you wasn't on, I want us to all vibe out and be on. Like it's always a good vibe when we're all together.
Yes,
Right.
I was not about to do it if it wasn't the Fantastic Three.
That's right.
Right there, you guys heard it. But how are you, Jordan? How it's been a little over a year, I want to say, since the last time you were on was last year in springtime. We're June now. It's been definitely a year, so a lot happens in a year. What's been going on with you as a person, artist this past year? You've been doing your thing. If y'all follow him on Instagram, he's doing his thing. Tell us about it.
Yeah, life's been really, really good. I'm back working with in education with my students back in California. So that's been going really, really well. Running after school programs and working with the kids is one of my passions. So outside of that, like life has been great. Um, I've just been really working really, really hard on music, on my project. I have a project coming out this summer. Finally, it's been like some years in the making. So yeah, I just been real focused on getting my branding together and some of the business together and things like that. And yeah, life's been really, really good.
How do you find for you, because we just said it right before we brought you in, finding that your passion, as an artist, as a singer, balancing that plus your what it is to like your what we call and joke around real life, balancing that to like
Mhm.
stay afloat, to basically sometimes support your artistry, you know what I mean? And just
Yeah.
world. How do you find that work life slash your passion,
Ooh,
still pursue your passion balance?
ooh, it just takes a lot of organization. I had to really grow in that area. I wasn't always very organized, but just in adulthood, organization in your life is very necessary. But I also have to I've just learned to not let like my day job take all of my steam from my creativity, because that was something I
Mm.
struggled with in the past. Was like, yeah, bills need to be paid and stuff like that. But sometimes like the stress of work can like consume your whole entire life, and sometimes you can get to points where you're like, who am I outside of
Yeah,
work? You know what I'm saying? So I just make sure to that if I feel like if I feel like I'm giving too much steam to my job, um, I shift into creativity. You know what I'm saying? Because music is also very therapeutic. So sometimes when I'm stressed, I'm like, okay, I need to like make a beat, or I need to write a song, or maybe a song may come to me because of the stress from work. So I've just learned to um, use both things for each other, if that makes any sense. Yeah.
that's awesome.
Absolutely.
Do
I
you
know.
find like making beats is a little bit more creatively is easier than writing a song?
Um, that's a real good question. I would say it depends on my mood, because
Yeah,
I'm very like I'm a moody kind of artist, so I may be in a space where like sometimes I have those spaces where I'm like, "Oh, I want to sing. I want to sing really bad." So I'll just like start writing songs and coming up with melodies. And
yeah,
then I'll be in a space where I'm just like, "Oh, I want to make a beat." So it just really depends on my mood, but like if I'm working with another artist and they need something from me, then I lock into whatever that is. Like if they need me to write the song, I lock into the song, or the beat, I lock into the beat. But
yeah.
it really just depends on what my mood is. And lately I've still been making beats, but I've been writing a lot of stuff to other people's beats lately. So that's like the vibe I'm in right now.
Do you
Nice.
do you find it easier to write for yourself as a singer or for others?
Um, I feel like sometimes sometimes writing for other people is easier, because it's not your life. I mean, I'm able to like even for writing for myself, like everything is not a direct, not all of my material is like a direct reflection of where I am, but most of it is. But when I'm writing that personal stuff, sometimes it does get difficult because I'm like, do I
Yeah,
want to share this, or do I want to go that deep? Or
Mhm.
like, and so it is sometimes difficult. But if I'm writing for someone, I like to have a conversation with the artist and like just kind of hang out. And like one of the artists I work with, maybe a year and a half ago, her name's Julie, and she just like we were just chopping it up on the phone, and she kind of told me what she wanted to talk about, and it didn't feel like work. We were just chatting. And then she sent me like little paragraphs of different relationships that she had been in. And so it was like being on a blog. I'm like, "Ooh, this is tea. Okay, let me write this. Let me write this." They're
it's
like,
like being on Tumblr. Do
yeah.
you? It's. I think it's crazy how. Well, I find it fascinating when singers, songwriters are always like writing about something that has nothing to do with their life. They can like put themselves in a predicament or like in a situation that has nothing to do with them, and all of a sudden they have like a hit. Like I
Yeah.
think that that's crazy, and I think it's awesome too. I think Money Long, when she was saying when she wrote California King Bed for
Hmm.
Rihanna, I thought it was crazy. She was in a furniture store, like, and that
Right.
song came from that. Like, you
Yeah.
could make a song out of a bodega. That's crazy.
Yeah. Like we get inspired by anything. Even sometimes like I'll be just talking to a friend, like just on a personal tip, and I'll go home and be like, "Oh, that would be a great concept. Let me go write that." you
Yeah.
know?
Like you said, it could be a little scary. Like, and it's funny because I had a question. Is it scary? Because, like you said, a lot of people may listen to a song. Me, as a music lover, like I'll listen to someone's new album, and I'll either like be hitting Melanie up or whoever, or be like, "Oh my God, this person, this has to be about her relationship with this last person." Blah blah.
Yeah.
Blah. He this person, and he's still in love with her. So is it scary for you as an artist, singer, like you said, to write things or even to come up with a song that it may not be that deep, like you said, and so much about you, but
Mhm.
people may still interpret it that way. How is it? How's that process for you? Like, oh my God, people are on a trip, but people are gonna think this.
I think when I'm in my bag writing about my personal experiences, I've learned to not care what people think, and I think the fun part is people trying to put a puzzle together. And
Mhm.
like, because then you're getting into the lyrics, you're getting into the content, you know what I'm saying? So like, I like that it sparks a conversation because, and we've talked about this before, I'm a music lover too, so I do the same thing when other people's music comes out, and I'm like, ooh, like, oh, Nikki was talking about this, or like, Normani was talking about this, I like that. I like that aspect of it because it just makes people think. And then it's like while you're dissecting the lyrics and trying to figure out if it's about my life, you may find something for you within there. Like,
Mhm.
okay, wait a minute. Is he talking to me? Like, this is
Yep.
this is my life. Wait a minute, and I think that's the beauty of music is to just make thought-provoking pieces.
Yeah, there's nothing great. There's nothing, especially as a music lover and someone who also escapes through music as a form of therapy and stuff.
Mhm.
When you hear an artist drops an album or that song, and you're like, "Oh my God!" It's like they freaking wrote it about me. It's like I'm singing this, or like I'm going
Yeah.
like that's like such like a therapeutic like for me, like it's such a therapeutic process. Like listening to a song that is like so relatable, like as if I wrote it or the person wrote it for me.
And that's why sometimes that's why I also enjoy just writing about random concepts that may not pertain to me because it's like I'm speaking for people who can't find the words in a situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, and even when I do that, like for myself, I still have to kind of make sure it's on brand. You know what I'm saying? But still, like, it's like speaking for the voiceless, people who can't really find the words to explain that feeling. And even in writing songs about my personal life, the same thing happens as well too. So I just think that is the true beauty of songwriting is the connection piece.
Well, let's get into your new single, which just
Yeah.
dropped last Wednesday, and y'all better go stream it everywhere. Y'all listen to your favorite streaming music, Apple, Spotify, all those good places. It's called Functions, and my personal opinion, it's
Mhm.
one of the edgier, sexy.
Dirty wine.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
yeah.
so good. I'm like, he's really going there with this lyrically, production wise. Tell us about Function, the creative that came behind it, the sexiness that's behind it. It's a good summer drop. Tell us all about it.
So Function is actually produced by my little brother Julian Cannon.
Oh,
He's a really successful producer that's out right now. He produces for a lot of rappers. And so I hit him up and I was like, send me a beat. I was like, you make all this like, you know, gangsta, like trap, like, like kind of music. I was like, send me something because, he's trained in guitar, he's trained in piano. So he makes the rap stuff, but he throws the melodic stuff on top of it. And so he was like, well, I don't know if I have anything for you. Like, I don't know. You're just so R&B. I don't know if I have. I'm like, just send it to me. Like, stop thinking. And so he sent me a beat and he sent me, this was the one beat he sent me. And so I was like, okay, I like it. So when I heard it, it made me think of like back in my early 20s and even like late teens when I used to go to parties. Because for one, Function is it's a Cali word for like a house party or a garage party.
Hmm.
So we like our lingo is, oh, we about to pull up to the function. Oh, you at the function? You going to the function? Okay, cool. Like we about to function tonight. Like E40 has a record called Function. Like it's a big California, Sacramento Bay Area word. And so when I heard that, I was like, oh, this takes me back to the garage parties and like, dancing. Like, cause I used to be the type of person to like dance by myself or whatever. And then like I would only dance with people who like had rhythm. You know what I'm saying? Like
Now you're being judgmental.
I was very choosy. Well, I mean, like if I had a partner I was dancing with, because of course me and my friends we turn up together. But if
Yeah,
I'm looking for a dance partner, because I'm a dancer too, so I'm like, you got to be on my vibe, like. So it just made me think of that and just having fun, packing up in the car, going to the function, and just turning up. And so I did like a little freestyle pass to with the first verse and a little bit of the hook, but I kind of got stuck after a while on how I wanted to like tell the story. So one of my best friends who used to be in the group with me, to Saturday, I called her. She lives in Puerto Rico, and I was like, "Hey, I need you to write like a fire verse. Like, I need you to help me with this." So she sent it back. She did the hook and then did the second verse, and then I recorded it all together. And I was like, "Ooh!" I was like, "Okay," because when she sent me that wine, I was like, "Okay." Yes, yes. This is it. This is painting the picture. So
Yeah.
so that's kind of how it came about. And yeah, and then my engineer, I sent it to my engineer partner, Chris, and he engineered and mixed it, and it just came to life. But the record, I would say it took about, I think I recorded it last summer. Last summer is when I
Mm.
recorded it, and I recorded it on my phone. So I use this app called BandLab to make my ideas. So I upload the beat and I record the vocals, like just a rough, and then when it gets to a point, I take it to the studio. So that whole process, it took about a year because I was also sitting on it for a while too. And then
mm,
I was just like, you know what? It finally sounds how I want it to sound. Let's throw it out. Like that's
perfect
it.
timing. I will say, I before I even heard the song, I saw the artwork and I was like, okay, Save the Last Dance. I knew that it was going to be like that type of vibe. I knew what function meant. I didn't know what in what sense you were using it as. So
Mhm,
now
mhm.
it's like perfectly clear. But I will say it's perfect timing because I see that there's like a resurgence in R&B singers moving away from the like slow typical R&B to now doing a little more like dancing, like
Yeah.
Kehlani,
Oh, yeah.
Victoria Monet, everyone.
Yes, that's my little
You're in
sister.
good company. Yeah, you're in good company.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
So
And
yeah,
I'm glad you caught the Save the Last Dance. That's one of my favorite scenes. So I was like, I
'Cause
had to
I
do that.
forgot her name. Is it Bianca?
Julia
The
Stiles.
actress?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, not Julia Stiles. The girl, she was like the kind of mean girl in the movie. No,
Yes.
I seen her. I'm like, that's Beyonce's fake half sister or
Right, it
stepsister.
is. It
So
is.
they're not step anymore since
Right.
next thing you know we're not together. File for divorce. But yeah, I seen her. I was like, oh, okay, I know this. So yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
nice.
definitely. Once again, a big congratulations on the single. But you're not only dropping new music, you're also on tour. You're out there again. If y'all follow him on his socials, if y'all don't, y'all definitely better follow him. You're out there doing your thing, and I'm so happy when I see people like you, even other friends of the show, artist, comedian, our girl Barbie. Shout out to Barbie. Just really out there, yeah, out there, putting yourselves out there. It really makes me happy and inspires me. How's the tour going? How's that process? Is it scary? Is it fun? Like what's the life of a tour? And what's maybe a part that people don't see that is not all glitz and glamour, like being
Um, it's it's actually fun because I really, really like from the bottom of my heart and my soul, I love performing. I love singing and connecting with people. I love being on stage because I feel like that is my most fearless version of myself. Off stage, I can tend to be a little more reserved and like, oh, like a little more coy, but as soon as it's time, like my Leo rising comes out. And then it's like, yeah, but putting it together, it kind of came together randomly. I just started getting a lot of hits about different shows and different connections. And one day I was just sitting down writing all the dates, and I was like, whoa, 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 this is a lot of dates. Like, this is a tour. Like, so I didn't like set out to like, let's do a tour. It just organically like came together. So like everything was aligned for that. I'm actually in LA right now doing one of my tour dates with Breaking Sound. It's a platform for independent and upcoming artists that they do out here and in New York as well. So I have that show tomorrow night. So whoever's watching, if you haven't gotten a ticket, get your ticket, you know. But yeah, putting together the tour, it's really fun, and it is hard work because it's honestly just me. It's me booking the shows, it's me putting the set list together, it's me doing the production, doing like, all of that. Um yeah, it's solely me, so it can be hard. And I'm also like, I have a high position in my job as a manager, and moving towards being a director as well too. So it's kind of like it's a lot to juggle, but it's fun because I love it.
But like they say, God doesn't give us what we can't handle, right? And it's your passion and
Right.
all that. So He will see you through it. He will see you through it.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Amen.
Listen, you've been here a few times. We've talked EP. We're gonna ask again. When are we gonna see an EP soon? Like, to anything we can look forward to. Talk to us.
Yes. So my EP is I have all of the records. There's 7 records. There's just some mixing that needs to be done, but the record will be out this summer for sure.
Nice.
Absolutely, it will be out. Function is also on the album and or the EP, and also All in My Feelings, my last single, is on the album as well too. So I'm excited to share that with you guys. I'm
We're
giving a
excited.
lot of like R&B vibes, and I'm just giving you a little bit of everything within the R&B realm on there. So I'm
What,
excited.
what's a song? You may not want to give a title or any surprises. Yeah, I know how that could be. But what's a song that the audience, the people may be, that's on the EP that may surprise people?
That may surprise people. I would say there's two. One of them I've been performing a lot, and people are always taken aback by it, and it's called Necessary. It's like a really slow, like warm R&B love song. And the other song is a record that I have called Needy. Oh, I'm sorry, In Need. And that one's really a special one. That one's produced by one of my mentors, Mark Knox, and Necessary is produced by a band that often plays for me, Back Notes. So those two songs are really gonna like put you in your feels and kind of take you back nostalgically. Like I'm singing in my falsetto, I'm giving full voice. Like, yeah, those two songs, those are actually my two favorite, I would say.
And just to piggyback off of that question, so we know how Beyonce like moved her genre to country.
Hmm.
Do you see yourself moving to a different genre or maybe exploring like a collaboration with someone of a different genre?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I definitely want to get into the like alternative sound because I really, really love pop alternative music. Um Also, I in the future I would like to do a gospel album or a gospel record. Um
Yeah.
Yes.
because that gospel is my roots, and
Mhm.
that's just where everything in me comes from. So I definitely want to do that. Um, yeah, I'm open to anything. I'm open to anything, but those are the two things that have been at the forefront of my mind, because I've been also doing a lot of acoustic shows. So that's been making me be like, okay, I want to do like some more like alternative style songs. Like, I really love that vibe. Guitar is one of my favorite instruments to sing to.
Nice.
And this may be a dumb question, but do you play instruments? Like, what instruments do you play?
I play the piano, and I play a little bit of the drums, but the piano I play pretty good.
Come
Um,
on, John Legend.
yeah, yeah. And that's the thing. That's my next goal is to master like playing the piano and singing at the same time because
That's so hard.
it
That's
is.
very
It
hard.
is. I was just talking to my granny last yesterday or 2 days ago, and she was asking me about that, and I was just explaining to her like it's like you have to merge both of the worlds and the
Hmm.
vibration of it all at the same
And you
time.
also have to have the I forget the word, but like you have to know the notes and the timing
Yeah,
always
you
has to
do.
be on point because if you're off key or like you mess up but you stop singing, it's a lot. But you
Yeah,
could
and
do it.
especially with R&B music, like sometimes we sing riffs like off of the beat or in between the beat, and
Yeah.
the chords may be going like, the chords may be doing something, but you have to kind of sing your notes in between it. And like sometimes you can kind of get caught off guard and be like, "Oh, okay, let me get back." Like, like
Yeah.
I hats off to the Stevie Wonders and the
The
Alicia
Stevie
Keys.
Wonder. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like,
The
and
Elton
especially Stevie
John.
because he can't see. So it's just like, man, it's just like, yeah, hats off to them. But I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there.
You will. But before we let you go, speaking of collaborations and people you will work with, we have a quick little game to duet or to don't. We're gonna go down a list, and Melanie, if you have any random people, this was very randomized to the people. If you have any random people you want to throw in there, please
Mhm.
do. Let's start to duet or to don't. First up, Chris Brown.
Duet,
Britney
duet. Period. From the singing, the songwriting, we could duet. Dancing, we could duet. I'm with it. I'm with it.
Britney Spears.
Duet. I got to just for the little kid in me, for the 8-year-old.
Yeah.
Gotta do it. I gotta do it.
William Hung.
William Hung.
Oh,
American Idol. She
is that the
bangs.
guy that's singing
Oh
She
my
Bang?
God.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's random. Random and fun.
Well, that's Ricky Martin's real song, but
Yeah.
he, why not? Why not? I could probably
You
make
will,
him.
yeah, you will get
I can make him a
the
real pop
Asian
hit.
crowd. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Clay
guess.
Aiken.
Oh, you took it back. Yeah, I would.
I like the
I
song
would.
Invisible.
Yeah, that would be fun. Little
Uh,
country.
Diddy.
Who?
Mm, man, you know, I'm not gonna answer. Oh my
I
god.
would, as long as he's not
I
like
okay.
he
If
could.
okay,
He's a phantom producer. I would.
if how do I put this?
We can't
If
deny that he's a great producer. Anything he's ever put out, I'm sorry, I've always liked it, and I
no,
still
yeah.
like it to this day.
I
But
definitely he's definitely a heavy influence, and I'm
Yeah,
not gonna lie. With everything going on, I'm so conflicted.
yeah.
same.
But
Jada Pinkett.
um
We
but
won't keep it. We'll move
I,
on from Diddy.
if
Jada
we're
Pinkett.
just talking if we're just talking music
Hmm.
only and the vibes are good and pure, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. And I'm not gonna lie, like I dreamt about being signed to Bad Boy as a kid, like
Yeah,
and like mentoring me. I watched the Making the Bands and all of that. Like so, you know, I'm gonna just be real and say duet,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
Also, even like one of my favorite songs that I can listen to over and over and over is Honey by Mariah Carey. And I
Yeah,
think
he's the remix
he,
king.
he's the remix king, but like, wasn't Stevie J one of the producers of that song?
Yeah, yeah,
Granted, we all know how we feel about Stevie J, but like as a producer, that song slaps. Like
Yeah.
yeah,
that song is good.
yeah.
Two
It
more.
is.
Jada Pinkett Smith. And it's surprising because you said alternative, and the
She
music she's done is known as more alternative is.
She
So
sings.
yeah,
she
she
is.
was
Yeah,
definitely
she
out
has. She
here.
has a. She's in a band, right?
Wicked,
I thought
Wicked.
Willow, the daughter, was in a band. I didn't know Jada
No,
Pinkett
Willow
Smith
has a
was
thing.
in
But Jada Pinkett Smith has been doing music since like early 2000s. She was the opening act for Britney Spears' Honest Hotel tour back in '04. Her group name is Wicked something. I don't know if you could Google it real quick, but Wicked something. But yeah, she's a singer. Would you do it or don't?
I would do it. I would do it. I try. I try a little punk, and it's just Jada. Like
All right.
it's Jada,
I'll try a little punk.
right?
What about Ray? Have you heard of Ray? She's a British singer.
No, I haven't
Oh
actually.
my God, look her up. Raye. She has a great album. It's called My 21st Century Blues. And
Mm,
I put Charlie onto her. She has her first song was Escapism with
mm-hmm.
this producer 070 Shake, something like that.
Oh, I've heard of 070 Shakes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. After this podcast, look her up. You won't be
Yeah,
disappointed.
look her up.
Last
Her name is Ray. She has a song. She does a lot of like big band, like Blue Eye Soul.
Ooh.
And I love her. She's been all over the charts in the UK. I think, I want to say she's half like Swiss, half Ghanaian, but
Hmm.
she's amazing. And she's very young. It took her a while to get her record label because her record label before was terrible and they didn't want to put out what she was like creative for.
Mm.
But she would be amazing. I could see you guys doing a collab.
Yeah.
'Cause
Look, I
Yeah,
looked it up already. I'm gonna
yes,
yeah. She's
listen after we get
listen
off.
to Worth It, listen to Escapism, listen to Genesis just came out. That song is
yeah.
bomb. And let me know what you think.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
last but not least, Kate Hudson.
Oh
She's an
yeah,
actress who
she
dropped
could
the
sing.
album.
Sings.
Yes,
She came out with a new album. So back in I forget when, early 2000s or was it like 1990s? I don't remember. But she came out with that movie Almost Famous, and she
Mm-hmm.
sang in the movie. She could sing, cute.
Hmm.
yeah,
I'll have to
it
check that
surprised
out.
me.
She ain't no Mariah or Ariana, but she's good.
I'll check her out.
Yeah, I guess it's a no for now because you don't know. You haven't heard
Yeah,
her.
because I've never heard the music.
Her
So
music.
yeah.
Well, listen,
But
Jordan.
that William Hung though, that was a good one, Charlie. I
Yeah,
ain't gonna
yeah,
lie.
what the hell? I'm here thinking John Baptiste.
Well, listen, before we go, tell the people where they could find you, follow you, support you, all that good stuff, please.
You could find me in I was thinking of that Outcast song. You could find me in the A. Sorry.
I love
You
that
can find
song.
me on Instagram, Jordan Kalé, JordanKale_. You can find all of my music on all streaming platforms. My new single Function just dropped this past last Wednesday. So go check that out. Produced by Julian Cannon, co-written by Day. And yeah, and I'm on YouTube as well too, Jordan Kalé. And if you want to come and see me, come to Cali and check out my tour.
Hopefully, you come to New York and have some shows over
Yes.
here so we can check you out. On the East Coast, at least, whether it's Connecticut or something, we'll drive. Something
Yeah,
near will be cool. Gotta bring
definitely.
it to the East Coast next. All
Got
right,
you.
and hopefully when you drop the EP, you come back and talk the EP. Yeah, congratulations. We're so happy for you. Please, y'all, like the song is fire. Is a summer jam. Check out Functions now streaming. And listen, go an extra mile. Let's buy it on iTunes. $129.
Yeah.
It's cheaper than the sneakers nowadays. Okay,
It's cheaper than a dollar slice pizza.
it's cheaper than a lot of things nowadays. So support them, man. thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you, Jordan, once again for coming
Thank
by.
you
Always
guys.
love it when you come by. See you guys next week. Adios.
Love you guys. Oh wow.
That's so cute. Love, love, love.
Thank you for watching. Make sure to follow, like, share, subscribe, everything the Inner Circle podcast. And catch us every Wednesday live at 8 p.m. on YouTube and Facebook.